The Golden Coast, so called by Europeans on account of its abundant and copious yield of gold things and treasures of nature, as also of successful minds.
Bukom, Jamestown, is one of the poorest shanty towns in Accra and is home to one important boxing training ground. This locality, famous for its bad rep, has nonetheless given rise to several great boxers now of world renown. Ike Korte, Alfred Korte, the Clotte brothers, Steve Doche, Smith Otum, James Amar, alias Bukom Fire. A worthy list indeed. But who are the present rising stars? And how brightly do their trainers think will their stars shine in future?
The name proudly mentioned or whispered in every corner was that of Malik Jaber. He's training in the red boxer shorts. Jaber's punch and look are formidable. As he furiously pummels his punching bag, his focus is unwavering. Every typical day like this is for the boxer a step closer to his goal, steps that involve, as Jaber's trainer put it, both humility and a large dose of discipline. Malik Jaber presently holds the national title, West African title in the super bantamweight category, and the African title in the featherweight. But his sights are set even further, that is on the Commonwealth and ultimately the World Boxing title. Despite 2 failed attempts at the Commonwealth title, Jaber has lost none of his fierce tenacity. When Jaber was a child, he was always fighting on the streets. Because of this, his father decided to bring him to this training ground in order to channel his abandoned energy into something constructive. One of Jaber's foremost trainers, Korte, has been working with him for 13 years and placing constant professional demands on Jaber and his other trainees. The Bukom trainers here take great pride in the intense discipline and rigorous regime they impose on the boxers. They believe that this is one of the reasons the boxing club consistently produces great title holders. This humble training ground is set in the middle of Bukom, a poor shanty town. Fighting is part of the culture here. One has to fight to survive on the streets. One has to fight to show one's mettle and gain respect. The Bukom Boxing Club is set within a tiny area right in the middle of homes and houses, surrounded by large stretches of corrugated tin roofing. This spot attracts large crowds of onlookers from around the township. They come after 4 in the afternoon and often stay till far after sunset. Malik Jaber is actually the last in the long line of greats that have trained on this very humble training ground. A culture of street fighting, coupled with a powerful will to survive, has helped form the great names in boxing associated with this place, Bukom, and made it into a household name amongst boxing sport buffs all over the world. Young boxers are picked up as early as age 6 or 7. By the time they are 15, their skills and experience are considerable.
I'm a Joshua, training organization. I'm a Joshua, age from 10 coming. All I told me again, when we were there, in Ghanaian 8 years. Person is about 25. No, it's about 16, 15 years. You give me no, more
Both Sui Korte and Korte said that it was important to start training early. Now here at the Bukom Training Club, some of the children interested in boxing come to the boxing club on their own. Others are brought in by their eager parents who hope to channel their children's excess energy into sport. The Bukom Boxing Club also sends out its own scouts to observe street fights in the vicinity and pick out kids with potential.
I was more bossy and was more to a ije akucho na mi wo atule wa abonu mu kaje woni mayino onu wa wani na domino wo yin.
It takes the trainers about 2 sessions to determine a child's potential or see if a child might be a potential great like Malik Jaber, as well as other up-and-coming boxers like Togbo Alhaji, Latte, and Amadou Sasraku. As the children look out at their boxers and icons, it could very well be that one of these bright faces are themselves the future of Bukom.
The Golden Coast, so called by Europeans on account of its abundant and copious yield of gold things and treasures of nature, is also of successful minds.
When the seasons are ripe to set ablaze the fires of our lives, I see my